When you're selling your property, what should you provide your agent with? Hi, I'm Aldric Toyad, a real estate negotiator with RGroup Sdn Bhd, REN number 32167. Arranging a viewing may take a week or so, but in the meantime, you need to supply some information to your agent. What are they? First and foremost, of course, the details of your property. This includes the address, how much you're wanting to sell it for, how much you're wanting to rent it out for, the built-up space, the lot size, number of rooms, the parking bays that come together with the property. You may also want to include information on what goes with the house or the property when it is partially and fully furnished. You can also provide the range which you want the agent to market it for, meaning how much are you selling it for, how much are you willing to rent the property out for. This gives a degree of freedom for your agent to work and negotiate your property for you without having to going back to you repeatedly. And these information have to be done in writing. With WhatsApp, it helps simplify the whole process. You don't need to write a formal letter. As long as there is a paper trail, a trace of black and white where you can go back and see what your instructions were, where both parties can refer to something tangible, that is where communicating black and white is important. Next, you would also want to supply your agent with the property photos or videos if you already have it. Like I said, sometimes a property may be quite far from an agent and you're engaging this agent to help you because you may know the person. Not a problem, but the first source, before they can actually go in and take a video or take a photo of the property, the fastest way for them to put the listing up on any multiple listing sites or their own website would be having the photos from you. Try to get a recent photo rather than a previous photo for obvious reasons, but let me spell it out just in case. You don't want to plant the wrong impression. At the same time, you don't want to use the usual stock photo that you notice on many multiple listing sites. You don't want to use another person's. You try to avoid having this photo is for illustrative purposes only, right? Because you don't want your agent to be selling your neighbor's property instead of yours. And you don't want the buyers to come back and have a bad taste in their mouth because they thought that your ad is one thing, your actual unit is another, something is wrong somewhere. That sense of betrayal would leave a bad taste in everyone's experience. Besides that, it is a good idea when you're selling to give the property details to your agent. Now, before you do that, make sure you sign the appointment letter. Right? I repeat that. When you sign the appointment letter, please send the property details, the title, to your agent. Why? Okay. Details on the title may differ from the details that you are used to. This happens frequently for landed property where the numberings follow the previous owner's numbering rather than the title numbering. The Taman numbering or the housing areas numbering may be a simplified version, number 1, number 2, number 3, but there are so many number 1s, number 2s, number 3s. The land title will reflect lot which lot, which road, and more importantly, it helps specify the actual details of the property. For example, how many square meter, the dimension, which we have to convert to square foot, right? Besides that, you also want the certainty of the boundaries and all that. Of course, your agent will not or should not be sharing the information without your consent. They should use this often for reference to strengthen the ability to promote and market and ensure that there is no issues with the property later. These are a few things that you have to provide your agents. Again, the details and your instruction, how much you want to rent it out for, how much you're selling it. The photos before an appointment is able to be done, especially if it's done remotely. The videos, as well as the documentation for that property. Again, buyers may be asking the agent, what's the maintenance like? How much is it for? What is the title? So you may not be able, you try to minimize that the series of questions so that they can come with you with a more qualified communication. Unless you're okay with it, having the regular questions from your agent, not a problem. But when information is ready at hand, it minimizes or reduces the communication time frame for the various parties involved in the transaction. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do give it a thumbs up. I appreciate your comments and your feedback. Share with me what you'd like me to cover on topics regarding real estate, property investment, property transaction, and people involved in properties. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead. Bye.